Say hello to the Dreame AirPursue PM20 air purifier, the smartest way to clean your air. With dual flow tech, it boosts purification by 33%, sending fresh air up and forward to cover rooms up to 7,534 square feet in just 1 hour. Its AI tracking detects your movements and directs clean air exactly where you are. 4-layer filtration captures 99.99% of dust, pollen, pet dander, and smoke, while 7 sensors monitor air quality in real time on the LCD display. Auto, comfort, or pet mode, plus heat and cooling mean personalized comfort for every home. Silent, smart, and sleek. Breathe better, live better with Dreame. I've used quite a bit of air purifiers in my home, being that there is a lot of dust and pollen as well as pet dander all around, and honestly I could use all the help I can get with fighting that and keeping it at bay. But where the Dreame AirPursue PM20 differs from the other units I've used is that it actually tracks your movements and sends clean air exactly where you are. But not only that, it also has a built-in heater so you can have clean warm air on those especially cold nights, and it can also function as a fan that follows you around to keep you cool on those especially hot days. But unlike standard fans and heaters, it also purifies the air with a 4-layer filtration system, which is honestly pretty cool. It's actually the industry's first fully automated and intelligent operation empowered by Dreame Envirro Detect technology. 33% air purification efficiency supported by Dreame exclusively owned dual flow modulation tech. At this point, I've been using it for a few weeks in my home, so we're going to take a closer look to see all the things that make it different from standard air purifiers. But first, let's take a look at the packaging and the unboxing experience. The packaging does look great, and the unboxing experience is extremely straightforward and simple. Everything is packaged very securely, and inside the box we of course have a user manual, a small and compact remote control, a cleaning cloth for the display, as well as the air purifier itself in this beautiful gold colorway. The first thing I noticed upon unboxing the AirPursue PM20 is that it looks fantastic. Not only does it have the beautiful gold colorway that I am definitely a fan of, but it also looks very futuristic and sleek at the same time. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill air purifier. Now the first thing we're going to jump into is the AI Envirro Detect technology that does so many things that other air purifiers simply do not. One of the first things that instantly blew my mind is if the air purifier is sitting off in the corner, the second somebody walks into the room, it'll automatically power on and start purifying the air so you can breathe in fresh, clean air immediately without any interaction whatsoever. On top of that, the millimeter wave radar-based tracking actually tracks humans as they walk around the room. So for example, if you're in the room alone, obviously you want the fresh, clean air coming directly to you so you can enjoy it as it happens. So it'll actually follow you around the room, pushing the air right in your direction, and it actually goes very far, which is extremely impressive. If there happens to be multiple people moving around the room, don't worry, it'll make sure to follow each individual person to make sure everybody gets the clean air they deserve. Honestly, it blew my mind because it's really effective. Even if I'm pretty far away, it still somehow sends the air directly in my direction, and I was like, really? That's cool. Of course, it also does have your standard modes like 45 degree, 90 degree, and 180 degree oscillation, or you can just have it simply face one direction non-stop. It's up to you. Next up, we have dual flow modulation as well as temperature control. Now I know what you're thinking, temperature control in an air purifier? What? That's exactly what I thought. But let me tell you, it definitely comes in handy on those especially cold nights. So basically what you're able to do here is adjust the airflow either forward like a fan if you want to cool down, or let it rise upward to improve the room circulation overall. That's especially useful in a hot room. Maybe you have all your electronics around heating up the room. This will definitely help you cool things down. But on top of that, with a simple press of the button, it takes about 3 seconds to heat up and start pushing out hot air to keep everything nice and warm if you happen to be cold. You're able to adjust the temperature to your liking so it doesn't get too hot. And remember, it'll follow you around and send the hot air directly to you if you happen to be moving about. I mean, come on now. That's so smart. And let me tell you, it actually works as fast as it says. Within seconds, I start feeling hot air and I'm like, whoa, it's hot in here. So just to give you a little bit of an example, hello Dreame, turn on the heater. Heater turned on. And just like that, the heater has turned on. I can already feel the air warming up. It's getting kind of stuffy in here. So hello Dreame, turn off the heater. Heater turned off. It's really that simple. Now on top of all of that, we also do have 7 sensors built in, along with a smart display to show you everything that you need to know about the air around you. These 7 sensors include temperature, humidity, PM1, PM2.5, PM10, HCHO, as well as TVOC. Really all the sensors you need to know exactly what you're breathing in on a daily basis. So not only can you look at all this information on the built-in LCD display, but you can also take a look inside of the Dreame Home app, and it gives you not only the current status of all the different sensors, but also a historical chart so you can see what happened over the past day, the past week, etc. So you can literally see where the air quality got bad and where the air quality got improved by the air purifier. And of course, when you have the AirPursue set in auto mode, it'll automatically increase fan speeds as the air quality gets bad, and then lower it down automatically as the air quality starts improving. Next up, we have the exciting 4-layer air purification and germ elimination system. So basically, all the air that gets purified in your home is going to go through 4 layers of filtration. First, with the exterior magnetic housing, which acts as a defense layer, which will effectively block debris, pet hair, and other large particles before it actually gets into the filter itself. Doing this will actually help extend the HEPA filter's life, which is actually step 2 of the filtration process. So the HEPA filter will actually capture allergens and dust down to 0.3 microns in diameter, followed by the carbon filter, which will actually absorb things like TVOC, formaldehyde, and other harmful volatile gases with a CTC of over 80%. Followed by the final layer of filtration, the formaldehyde catafilter, which tackles formaldehyde for healthier air. And on top of that, it has a powerful mix of high energy UVC light and plasma nova technology, which will effectively purify the air by actually destroying the DNA of microbial cells and releasing ions while killing viruses, bacteria, and foul odors. All of this combined will actually help purify your air and make it as clean as possible, because it not only traps bacteria, but it actually destroys it. And what makes it even more family friendly are the innovation cartridges inside. They target 14 of the most common household pollutants, whether it be pet dander or ammonia, or even that fishy smell that comes out of your fridge because you happen to leave some fish rotting in there for weeks, and whew, no bueno. It'll also kill 9 types of viruses and bacteria, including something like the flu virus, which is a big deal if you happen to have kids or anybody sensitive to allergens. Now, as far as modes go, we have 3 smart modes that you can set depending on the situation. First of all, we have auto, which is what I mainly have mine set to, which automatically adjusts based on the air quality. We have comfort, which balances speed and silence, and then we have pet mode, which is designed to fight fur and dander, which is always around my house, so that's a must. And no matter which mode you're in, it's very quiet, like 32 decibels quiet. You literally barely hear it, and honestly, I forgot that it was even on right now. But you're probably thinking, that's on the lowest mode. Obviously, it's gonna be quiet, right? Well, if you happen to have this fan speed maxed out all the way up at 10, it's only about 60 decibels of sound, which is still extremely quiet given that it's pumping out all of that air. And then on top of that, maybe you happen to be cooking and you wanna move it over to the kitchen. You don't wanna carry it around because who wants to do all that manual labor? But there's actually hidden wheels on the bottom so you can actually push it, slide it, glide it around to exactly where you need it without having to lift it up. It's so easy to just push it on the floor and be ready to go anywhere you want. Next up, we have the app, voice, as well as smart control, and they all work very well. First things first, the LCD display does dim down depending on how much ambient light is in the room, so it won't be keeping you up at night with a bright light because nobody likes that. The app is actually very well designed and looks amazing. Not only are you able to see the historical data as well as the live data based on all the 7 different sensors, so you can see exactly how your air quality is, but you can also easily control the fan speed, whether you want it to be on auto, all the way up at 10, or anywhere in the middle. You can also see the current temperature, as well as raise the temperature if you want to turn the heater on all the way up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually very hot. You can also adjust the wind direction, whether you want it to just be stationary, follow people as they walk around the room, or set it at a 45, 90, or 180 degree oscillation. And then of course we do have our different modes, including air purify, pet purify, comfort, and cooling mode, so you can set everything exactly how you need it to feel comfortable in your home. Of course, we also do have a timer, so it'll automatically turn off after a set period of time, and we also do have our current filter life for both the carbon as well as the HEPA filter. Being that I'm able to see at a glance on the LCD display or within the app, I know that the air is clean instead of constantly guessing if it's doing its job. But like I kind of showed you before, voice control is awesome because you can control it without having to lift a finger by just saying, "Hello Dreame, fan speed 10.
Fan speed set to level 10.
Simple, right? And then of course, if you don't want to use your voice, you don't want to use your phone, you can also use the included remote control to control all the different aspects of the AirPursue PM20. So it's really cool they have all these different options for control. So here's the thing, if you want more than just clean air, like you want comfort, control, and smart features, especially having it follow you around the room, which is honestly mind-boggling to me and very cool, and I can't believe no one else has done this before, then the Dreame AirPursue PM20 definitely delivers. Not only does it look very cool, sleek, and futuristic with that nice gold design, but we have all the smart features that you want in an air purifier along with that 4-layer filtration system. It adapts to your lifestyle, helps keep your space comfortable whether you want it to be cooled down or heated up, and it helps protect the people you love. It's smart air care in a beautifully designed package, and honestly, it's one of the best air purifiers I have ever used. Because seriously, that follow mode with the fan blowing right on me with fresh, clean air, that's so amazing, and that's my favorite feature, bar none. So if you want to pick up a Dreame AirPursue PM20 air purifier for yourself, I'll throw the link down below in the description so you can have some nice, clean, and comfortable air as well. And of course, you can thank me later.